Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Discipline Therapy podcast on this Discipline Therapy Thursday with your two incredible hosts, Suhey Sotomayor, and with me always, Mr. E.L. Discipline. Also, just want to remind you guys, like, comment, and share if you love the show. I know I do. Also, if you can't watch us on our YouTube channel, I'm going to forgive you, but you can always go on any of the major listening platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. Wherever you get your podcasts, you're listening, on any listening platform, that's where we are. Mr.
All
Yo
right.
Discipline, you wanna do your thing?
Ladies and gentlemen, we know you're fiends, and you know what that means because you tune in every week. We have your dose weekly of discipline therapy where everything is completely free. See, if you subscribe, there's no monthly fee. It's free. It's judgment-free, sucker-free, censor-free, sensitive-free, and plenty of liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, or roll a blunt, but the main thing is make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we have that soul food and sometimes vulgar conversations. Prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale F, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast. We're here.
Before I mention what the topic is, I just want to do the tuning fork like we always do, just to clear the energy and bring that good positive vibes around. All right. So we have Season 5, Episode 58, Master Your Energy.
Yes, and we have a special guest caller on the line.
All right. Guest caller.
Hello.
Greetings, everyone.
How you doing?
My name
Welcome.
is Fabian, and I'm calling in from Atlanta.
Oh,
All
go
right.
ahead,
She got that
ATL.
southern accent. All
Love
right.
it. I love it.
All right. So today's topic is master your energy. What do you know about that? Have you mastered your energy? Now, are you a spiritual person? Are you not a spiritual person? Are you a religious person? Do you believe in the topic?
Yeah, what is your input on this?
Well, my input on mastering your energy, I think it starts with you as a person. I'm a very spiritual person. I think that we are all interconnected because there is only one source, one true God. In every religion, God is the same. He just has a different name. And I think if you're going to master your energy, you have to know yourself.
Okay.
During the pandemic, it's a lot of people getting money, different things, but nobody's feeding their soul. Nobody's feeding their brain. We're not reading anymore. We're not
Oh,
paying attention to our health because we have money. We're just eating anything and doing anything. And
Mm,
that's just not going to fly. I
okay.
am what you call a sacred woman,
Mm,
and we study the 11 laws of God. You can do what you want as a human because God put us here for prosperity, abundance, health, and wealth. So
mm,
you can do whatever you want, but as long as you follow those 11 laws of God.
mm,
As far as maintaining your energy and mastering it, it starts with you first. You have to know yourself. It's all about what you put in your body, what you put in your mind. I think that is the bigger issue with us as a people. And then nobody's teaching these things anymore.
That's
mm.
true.
We're not raising our kids as a community. Here in Atlanta, it's so much drama. It's kids breaking in people's cars. It's just a lot of stuff going on. And I'm very disappointed in a community because we're not teaching our kids anything.
So, do you have any children?
I do. I have a son.
Oh, how is that? Well, first
How
of
how
all, are
old is
you
he?
okay? How old is
He
he?
is 3, but he is extremely smart. So he can really understand certain things and he can make sentences and talk and he knows what he sees. He knows kind of
Mm-hmm.
right from wrong. So like we're raising him to know, hey, there's only one true God and don't look down on others, but there is a certain thing called right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what were you raised in a like a Catholic environment? I mean, Catholic, religious environment, or more spiritual? What was your upbringing in that terms?
Actually, I grew up in something called a AME church, which is African American Episcopal.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, the standard African American church. We would go to church, sing and pray all day. The preacher gets up, he preaches from the Bible. And then I started reading this book called A Sacred Woman by Queen of Four,
Mm-hmm.
which helped me find myself.
And
So
when
once
was
I
that Like, how old were
I
you when you
started
started?
that probably December 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
So you've been on your own personal journey for about 3 years?
That's
Or
right. We
good
all
for
have
you.
our own personal journey.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Good for
Mm.
I
you. That's
feel like
awesome.
she changed my life because that book goes into how to prepare your body, how to have a stronger relationship with God, how to eat the right things, how to just articulate your words. You can be anything you want to be. And it also speaks about manifestation. A lot of people say manifestation is not real, but it is.
Mhm.
If you write something down on a piece of paper and you believe that, it can come true, but you also need to go to the source with it. You have to know how to pray. You have to have a clean body, clean soul, clean spirit.
So
Mm.
you meditate, or
Yes, I do.
okay, okay.
Now, do you believe confidence is part of mastering your energy?
I do. I think that some of us don't have confidence and you need someone to
Oh,
push
yes.
you. But if you don't have anyone to push you, write down some affirmations,
Mhm.
things that you want to
Mm.
change. If it's something going on in your life that you don't like, write it down. I think
Mm.
journaling is the best
Oh,
way of
yes.
self-cleansing.
Yes, I
Now,
agree
till
with you.
this day, do you have certain areas where you feel like you lack confidence in?
I would say yes, and I'm very patient, but sometimes I let people, without letting my light shine, I let people form their opinion of me before I speak.
Okay.
Do you do that purposefully or unintentional?
Sometimes,
Mhm.
sometimes because I want to know actually what people are thinking. It doesn't
Mhm.
hurt to know what the outside world thinks.
That's true.
Mm.
That's very true.
Mm.
Now, do you feel like other ways to boost that confidence? You said write down affirmations, journal. What other ways do you feel like somebody can boost their own confidence if they don't have that person there?
Well, there is a certain thing called social media. We use social media for the wrong reason sometimes.
Mm.
Facebook is more personal, but there are groups on Facebook of
Mhm.
women like me and
Yeah.
people that we love to help people. We love to come in. We love to help people
Yeah,
change their
community.
life.
You have to find
Yes.
people in that you have, the same type of ways of thinking and stuff. Yeah, that's very true.
Yes, I think social media shouldn't be used so much as for the wrong reasons, but there
Mhm.
are certain things and certain people that are there waiting. God leads you. Once you find yourself in spirituality, God will lead you to the people that you need to be around.
Yeah,
Mm.
I agree.
Mm.
I
You got to
agree.
want that change though.
What kind of work do you do?
Well, right now I do own a candle business. It's called the Wax Garden, and I do a lot of hostolic stuff. I make candles for people based on their needs.
Mhm.
They can hit me directly on IG. My handle is I am Fabian 333. And I
Mhm.
do have a store that is on Shopify and it's on Etsy. And I'm also studying to be a jeweler right now. So I do work
Oh.
a 9 to 5, but I'm learning to be a jeweler. I've been a makeup artist. I was a chemistry and biochemistry lab tech. Like I feel like there's nothing that you can't do. God put us here to learn things, to
Mm.
be able to help people.
Do you mind me asking, because you have a lot of stuff going on? Do you mind me asking how old you are?
I am actually 35. Don't tell no one.
Or you telling a whole bunch of people. um, but you're young. Wow.
Yeah, good
Because
for you.
usually women that think like you, who are ambitious like you, they're already 10 years, 20 years
Mhm.
older.
I was about to say that's amazing for you that you have found yourself at such an earlier age. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
haven't started. I'm 45, girl, and I just started finding myself like 3 years ago as well. Maybe a little bit longer. So you're
Well,
you're ahead.
thanks.
You're ahead of a lot of a lot of women, and that's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
Good for
good.
you.
Miss,
Thank you so much.
Miss, I'm curious. What is your zodiac sign?
I am a Libra.
Balance.
Interesting. Yeah.
Balance.
Yep. So I believe in love. I think love is the key to everything. Unconditional love. Always when you get up, show gratitude. If you don't
Mhm.
have anything, just thank God for opening your eyes today. The
Yeah,
little stuff that you do have,
Mm.
and He will bless you with more.
So you
I
believe in
agree.
unconditional love?
Yeah, I think unconditional love. People are not nice anymore. Like in Atlanta,
Mm.
I've seen some of the most cruelest things, and I'm like, oh my God, you almost want to say who raised you, but then again,
Mhm.
nobody's raising them.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
what can you do?
Yeah. It's
yeah.
also like you turn, like you said, social media, we people use it for like negative things. And also when you turn it on, you just see you're bombarded with such negativity of what's going on in the world. And it's, it takes a lot of energy to fight that off. You know what I mean? Especially if you're the type of person that just absorbs all that. You know what I mean? So what kind of methods or advice would you give somebody who does that, like can't just absorbs everything? What would you tell them how to disconnect?
Well, I would say it's gonna start with them. They have to figure out what type of life they want to lead, what
Mm.
type of people they want to be around. It
Mhm.
all begins with you as the person.
Mm.
It's
Well,
all about self. Self love is the best love. Never be judgmental because you
Mhm.
don't know why these people did what they did. A
Mm.
lot of people, our black men, they sell drugs, they do a lot of things, but it's not just them. But they also have families at home. They may have a mother that's sick and they're doing this because of that. So I'm not judgmental.
Mhm.
But if it's a way that God sends you another door to open, go for it. You don't have
Mhm.
to stay the same just because you had to do it at this point.
That's true. I like the way you think.
um, we're gonna bring you back, and you're gonna be like in studio. I can't wait for that. Because I appreciate your mind, I appreciate your soul and how you think. Um, and we're gonna dissect some other topics in the future.
Yeah, I would love to hear what you have to say about that, about the
Yeah,
other ones, right?
but right now, we know, we know you gotta go. You made time to come on the show. We appreciate that. Do
Yes,
you,
definitely.
yeah, do you have any final thoughts or anything like that?
Nothing, but I'm sending positive vibes to you guys. Peace, love, and light to you and your family. I hope everyone has a great day. And always remember, God has never forgot about you. It takes 2 seconds, 1 second to say thank you and pray. He's always listening.
That's
Mm,
true. Thank you
and
for being on the show. I can't wait to
Thank
have
you
you on
so
in
much.
in studio.
yeah,
Think you're bringing
Yes,
about
and I
some
can't
other
wait to
stuff
meet you guys. Thank you
all the
so
way from
much.
ATL. Ew.
yeah, yeah. All right, thank you. Have a good
Have
one.
a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Mm.
You too. Bye bye.
I love when we have guests that put thought into their answers. I love that back and forth that we had with her. She's very
Yeah, I
smart.
mean, yeah, yeah, she came ready. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? She kind of just
She
took
was like,
over.
boom, boom. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that. I was like, oh, all right.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So did you want to talk about the importance of discipline when it comes to this topic?
Hold on. Yeah, because there's a chapter title. I think it's confidence. Let's see, okay. All right. Most of us live this regular life that society offers, but behind closed doors, we're all different. Um, so like for me, like, cause this is like, even though this is a self-help book, I also like throw a little bit of autobiography, a little
Mm-hmm.
bit in there. So I say I do not condone of the mild pleasures that society offers, and I do not offer mild pleasures that society condones. Confidence exudes strength, wisdom, pride, resiliency, courage, honor, power, all without having to say one word. You witness confidence in a person's eyes, their actions, their energy, their passion, their hard work, and their love. Confidence is contagious. Someone that knows they're great at whatever they do are 99.9% great at whatever they do. It's a positive mindset that oozes out and makes others start to believe it as well. So there's a lot more, but I don't want to get too much into it. Let me just
No, you
see.
guys are gonna have to buy the books.
Yeah.
You got a lot of informative stuff,
Well,
especially in that one.
this chapter, I speak everything confidence. I differentiate between beta males, alpha males, um, being direct, honest,
Fake confidence. You have that in there.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
confidence is key, how to act, influencing other people. So
Yes, that is very important to have confidence, and you can see confidence, in the way people walk.
yeah. So how to boost confidence? Well, that chapter 7, gives you a little bit of insight of, well, it gives you a lot of insight of how to boost it, and it defines it as well. And I differentiate between like alphas and betas, women and males. But there's certain things to boost confidence, as far as like, let's say for example, a male who wants to boost his confidence. I would say, you know, men, okay, men, and I'm gonna say this in like my final thoughts. Men get their confidence based off accomplishments, and most women get their confidence based off like validation from other women and men. When
Yeah.
a lot of women don't get confidence based off accomplishments. Cause the thing is, like, alpha males, they don't require validation from people. That's the difference.
Mm.
Like, if a woman could accomplish something, her goals or whatever it is, and she feels like she's not getting praise or whatever it is from that, it won't build her confidence.
That's true.
You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
a male, like a male, is different. And there's a plethora of ways to boost your confidence as a male. Go to the gym. Like the caller was saying, eat right. Um, associate yourselves around successful people so you could
Mhm.
succeed.
Mhm.
Um, just get on your grind, accomplish whatever goal you need to accomplish, set it and accomplish it. These things boost your confidence as a man. And also like the importance of discipline. So if you have like discipline, you're building your confidence. They're synonymous,
Mm. Can
you
you
know.
can you go a little bit more into that? Because I know that some people might not understand that completely. How does building your discipline and confidence go? It's like,
Well, discipline is about control. So if
mhm.
you we had an episode, forgot what the episode was. It was like a special edition one where
Mhm.
we were kind of talking about you like discipline in life, I
Yes.
think.
Yes.
So in that episode, we kind of talked about starving your distractions,
Mhm.
or delaying
Instant gratification.
gratification. Yeah. So, you know, when you have discipline, you have control, you are able to,
Like
y-
rise to the challenge, kind of.
yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like in the importance of discipline, I talk about anxiety.
Mhm.
I talk about PTSD. And I say that anxiety is in the mind. Anxiety, and you let it take over you. So
Yes.
if you now with having anxiety can make you not have confidence
Yeah.
in a
Big time.
specific area.
Mhm.
So you have to, like, whatever you want is on the other side of fear. We've always heard that
Yeah.
saying.
Mhm.
So you have to not just channel emotions and energy, but figure out certain practices or rituals to get out of that anxiety.
Mhm. Whatever works for you, because not everything works, for everybody. But
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, like for example, um when I research, and I think I talked about that in that episode, when you lack discipline. When I researched what gives people the most anxiety, it's like public speaking.
Mhm.
So my
Yeah,
thing
that would
is
give me
my
anxiety.
thing is this, cuz public speaking, it's in its entirety. It could be podcasting. It could be a actual seminar with people. It could be an interview, because I've done this when I was in a corporation. I stood in front of um store managers and I did an oral presentation, and they were like, "Oh,
Oh
you ready?
no.
You're next in line."
Mhm.
It could be that. It doesn't have to be like in front of 1,000 people. I did
Right.
it when I went to Hollywood
Right.
in
Yeah.
2018
Or
in the
even.
practice room with the
Mhm.
50 authors, and then I went to talk to the executives,
Yep.
different table.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the
Where you are.
not just that. It doesn't matter about the number of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, if I was teaching someone out there how to conquer public speaking, one, eye contact. That's number one. That's important. You know what I'm saying? You show confidence in that when you have eye contact. Now, if you have a problem with eye contact, I would say, because I said this in the healing and vibrations episode, I would say focus on a focal point.
Right.
Right? Let's say you're in an auditorium and there's like 3,000 people. If people make you nervous, then I would focus on like the exit sign. Maybe
true.
you look at one or two people when you're talking, but like me,
You always go back to that
yeah,
one.
me, I'm such a conversationalist that if I did the podcast where I'm just looking at the I was gonna say calendar. If I'm looking at the camera, the whole time, is like I feel dumb doing that.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm looking at the camera the whole time, like you and I have having a conversation.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like I like to have eye contact with the person I'm talking to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Me
There's
too.
not audiences here.
Right.
You see, but if there was an audience here, like I would be doing both. Be looking at the audience and you.
Right.
You know, audience and you.
Right,
Yeah,
because you're showing them you're paying attention also.
So for me, it's like looking at the camera. To me, it doesn't make sense. You know, but somebody that has a fear of public speaking, I would say, okay, if that it gives you a fear, if looking at people give you a fear, they make you nervous. Maybe they're looking at you like they're confused, and that would make you nervous.
Right.
And
Now you're like, what? Am I not talking right? Right.
yeah, I would get a focal point, like the exit sign.
Yes. I agree.
You know, just moving around.
Yeah.
Like if I was doing public speaking, I was in an auditorium, I couldn't do well with this.
Right.
I need one of those what do you call it? The headsets.
Really? Not even holding one? I think I would because I talk
No,
talk with
because
your
I'm-
hands too. Yeah.
So I would need a headset,
Yeah.
and I would be moving around. I would be
Yes.
even in the audience, so they could feel like, oh wow, he's normal.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's
So you'd
actually
be walking
coming.
up and down the aisles.
Yeah, and I would
Ah.
be, you know, that's how I used to preach when I was preaching back when I was like
Oh,
a
you
lot
didn't just
younger.
stand there?
No.
Interesting.
You know,
Wow.
so like I always used to tell like the pastor that was making me preach, give me a mobile mic or a
So that you
headset or
can walk.
something.
That's
Yeah.
smart because you're also inviting them to be part of it too.
Yes.
Oh,
So
you're good.
so to me, if I was doing that, if I was helping someone out there conquer public speaking, those were things I would tell them, and that would help with that anxiety. Because that, or automatically when somebody would know that, oh, I gotta do this, the anxiety kicks in and it affects your body. For example, you might get sweaty hands.
You don't gotta tell me
palms.
that. When you told me that we were doing the podcast, I damn near passed out. And then I had to like throw up twice before we even started. So
What were you gonna say?
I was laughing at that because I was like, that is not how you help me. You were like, guess what? We're doing it. And I was like, no, not me. You're like, yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Handle that. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. So
he's lying. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
so like that's part of discipline.
kidding. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're disciplining yourself. You know what I'm saying? And by you disciplining yourself, you're gonna gain confidence.
Right. And by disciplining yourself, you dictate the type of energy you want around you.
Yeah.
You know what you will accept and you know what the energy that you allow. Exactly what
Yeah.
you said.
Like the caller was talking about social media. Now my thing is this. I'm an alchemist. And
Me too.
you know, whatever I touch is gold. I'm the man with the golden hand. And
King Midas.
now like whatever I touch is gold, whatever I'm around, I enhance, whatever I absorb, or vice versa, I bring love to. So I'm an alchemist. So I feel like I could always take a negative situation and turn it into a positive one. So even though social media is negative, you can use it in a positive way.
Like the caller said, there's
You know what I'm saying?
There's certain
Yes.
avenues to go through
So
with it.
dictating, so dictating what you want around you, the type of energy you want around you. That's me. I dictate the type of energy, people, whatever I want around me. So that means that I don't follow celebrities unless I feel like I've met them and we've had a conversation. I'm like, oh man, you actually have a good soul. You're actually intelligent. I
Right.
can learn from you. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll follow you. But I don't follow celebrities because I don't feel a lot of them are
Helpful.
genuine
Right.
or helpful or whatever it is, or whatever it may be that they've done that I don't agree with. So I don't follow them. That's number one. Number two, I don't follow pages that are like negative, and I won't mention them. But I don't follow pages that are just gossip, celebrity gossip, negative.
You've told me a couple of times, oh, I unfollowed this page because they're putting content out that I don't want to see. Or
Yeah,
like when I'm with my nephew or my niece, I don't need, if I open up my phone, I don't want to. Yeah,
I said
you've
this
said
in
that plenty of
loyalty and
time. Yeah.
trust. Yes, that goes.
That's how you should be.
That's the twerkers and
Mm-hmm.
the half naked.
Yes.
These women that I follow, if I'm on my news feed, let's say I sign in one day, I'm gonna create a post, and that pops up on my post, I'm unfollowing them.
Off rip that one time.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They twerking,
Mm-hmm.
half naked, and they're not models. They're not strippers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I unfollow them. I have done it.
Yeah.
I unfollowed a lot of women because of that. Because they're following other women, the silhouette challenges that they was doing. And I'm just like, oh my God, not you too. Like I unfollowed them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've unfollowed women that are, they were like, they're naked, but they put the blanket over, and they're kind of taking pictures of like showing that they're lonely or they're seeking attention. I've unfollowed them. They could have been potential subs. I've unfollowed them. You know what I'm saying? Without a notice. So to me, it's like that's energy.
Yeah.
That's energy that I don't want around me, that I don't want in my circle. Because the social media, the thing is, like what people don't do that I do is I take social media personal. So it's like people are like, oh, don't take social media personal. It's just, oh, don't judge me. Like it's an alter ego.
Yes.
It's like when I'm on social media, I'm Batman, but I'm Bruce Wayne in real life. So just know Bruce Wayne, but just know that when these cameras are on, I post these memes because I have fans that love it. I make them. I don't really believe this shit.
They're not authentic 24/7. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying. Got
So
you.
me, I'm not only authentic 24/7. I take it personal. So it's like if I unfollow you on there, you know what I'm saying? It's personal.
Right. It's because you put something that you didn't want around your own energy.
Yeah. So like to me, it's like I'm not posting anything that I don't believe in.
Right.
Even if it was a joke or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not posting anything I don't believe in. So the thing is, I can't project that upon somebody else. All I could do is just unfollow them. I can't
remove yourself from that situation.
Yeah, I can't start saying now. If that's my sub, it's different. If that's my sub, I can control that. If that's my sub, I could be like, yo, you're in a relationship now. It's no longer about you. It's us. You know what I'm saying? You're in a relationship. It's two people in one relationship. So I don't want you posting these type of pictures and twerking and stuff like that. I can control that. But a stranger who is a potential sub, I have no right to tell her what to do. The only thing I could do is just unfollow her and not have her around me. You can still follow me, but I'm not going to follow you. I'm not going to like nothing. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to notice it. I'm not going to send you links of the show. You're going to notice it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, I can control that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Hey, like I'm not trying to project my beliefs upon somebody else or say, hey, you guys got to be like this and whatever it is. Do what you want to do, but just know that there's energy for that. And I'm going to talk about it when I get in my final thoughts. But that's part of controlling your energy. So I'm talking about the entirety. Like if I'm in a job that is draining me, I'll leave. I'll get a better job. Like it's everything.
And that's how it should be because we should our main goal should be to protect our own energy because if we can't protect our own energy and have it to where we're always feeling good, then how are we going to help others? You know what I mean? So mastering your energy allows you to take on any type of situation that comes your way, whether it's positive or negative. And it allows you, if you master your energy, then whatever negative comes, because anything positive comes, that's a bonus. That's something positive. But any negative thing that comes your way, if you have you know your worth, you know yourself, you know what you want, then whatever is negative, you can take a step back from that. That's also what comes into play, the emotional intelligence that you've always talked about. That kind of coincides, mastering energy and having emotional intelligence. Something negative comes, you're not gonna flip out. You're gonna have control of yourself, and you're gonna possibly find the answers that you need for that specific issue.
Absolutely. Let me see. Like the caller, I'm just gonna brief because she said she does this meditation. And we touch base quickly on healing and vibrations
Yes.
about meditation.
I've
The
gotten better with
benefit.
that, by the way. It was very hard when I first started meditating. I don't know. I know you meditate as well, but
Yeah.
I used to try, sit there with the whole thing, and I would start thinking about something else. What am I going to cook for dinner today? Like that's not the purpose. The
Yeah.
purpose of meditating is when when you're sitting there trying to meditate and your mind wanders. The purpose of meditation is to bring it back.
Yeah.
So that way, when you're in a situation, your mind doesn't
It's to-
wander in that situation. You
yeah.
bring it back.
It's to clear your mind.
Yes.
And that's the purpose. Like when I meditate, I take deep breaths. Like I go through a
Yeah.
breathing
Exercise.
ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And I take deep breaths, breathe in, exhale.
Mm-hmm.
It's like smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just focus on aspirations. I focus on goals. I focus on gratitude. I
Mhm.
focus on what I want to receive, what
Yes.
I want to
Mhm.
leave. And then that's how I meditate. I can meditate for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour.
I've only gotten up
Yeah.
to a half hour.
So also what the caller was talking about was the food that we ingest. And she nailed it.
I have different not different. I do believe that food plays a big part, but sometimes people who are not well off can only afford fast food, let's say, because it's 99 cents. Like you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like as long as they're putting water into their bodies, I feel like that's the most important thing. Having good, a good diet is important, but when you can't, because depending on their situation, as long as they're drinking
No,
water, I
it's
feel
not
like
an excuse because when I shop for groceries, I go to like cheap grocery stores. Good
you go to different ones to get the
good quality but cheap grocery stores. Like I'll buy spinach, I'll buy fruits, and I'll steam it, I'll cook it. Like it's cheaper to cook. It's
yeah.
more expensive going out every day buying
Oh
McDonald's.
yes.
See what I'm saying? So that's not an excuse. Like you can go to now you don't have to buy organic shit because organic shit is very
Ugh.
expensive. But you
Mhm.
could go to like these grocery stores. They're like really cheap grocery stores. You could go to them, buy these like these bag or frozen vegetables,
Mhm.
buy fruits. You could you know what I'm saying? Like I told you about my breakfast in the morning. Like I always have fruit for breakfast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have a heavy breakfast. I have lunch like heavy and then dinner light, straight protein or whatever it is. I do a lot of meal preps.
Mm.
So, people, that's really no excuse. You know what I'm saying? If you meal prep, think about it, how much you're going to be saving monthly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You calculate what you spending daily if you go to McDonald's, Burger King, whatever, for 30 days, you calculate that that's more money than going to the grocery store for one weekend or one day or the weekend or whatever it is, and then doing like your whole shopping where you don't have to worry about it for the next
2-3 weeks or something.
few weeks.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what you could do. Now, also mastering your energy is the things that we absorb. Now, I mentioned this in prior shows. Wear a heart with a plug,
Mhm.
and that plug goes into an outlet. And that outlet may be books, music, television, gimmicks, propaganda, whatever is being pushed out for us to see, government, news, other people. We're absorbing all that.
Yeah.
So we have to pick and choose what we're going to absorb. Now, here's the thing. You also have to be disciplined. Because if you watch a reality show, if you watch a television show, if you listen to trap music, gangster rap, read whatever type of books, you have to put in your mind that this is entertainment and it's not
Mhm.
influencing me. That's
Yes.
part of having discipline. Now, some people, it's hard
For them to remember that it's entertainment?
yeah,
Okay.
and they're just sheep.
Yeah.
For example, female musical artists, rappers particularly, not musical artists. We're not talking about no like fucking, I don't know, Hillary Duff or Taylor Swift. We're not talking about that, but we're talking about like rappers,
Okay.
female rappers,
Mhm.
white, black, Spanish, whatever. If they're putting out things like disrespect men, be independent, make your own money, niggas ain't shit, blah blah, twerk, take your clothes off because that's sexual liberation, feminism. This is gonna embed into men and women's subconscious,
That's true.
you know, and men and women could follow it. They could be like, oh, this is the women in this generation, this is how they are. And women could be like, oh, I'm a bad bitch now. I do make my own money like she's talking about. I do, you know what I'm saying? I don't need no nigga. You see what I'm saying? You see how the music is influencing?
Mm-hmm.
So it takes you being a wolf, not a sheep. It takes you being psychologically immune. It takes you being disciplined to say, I like this artist,
Mm-hmm.
but she's talking about not being submissive, and I'm fine with it. You see?
With her talking about it?
No. I'm fine with it in my life. I like this artist and I like their music, but their music is not influencing my life.
Right.
That's a different individual.
Right. Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
Yeah, that's the same thing with like listening to gangster rap and trap music.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, this entertainment, it bumps in my system. You know what I'm saying? It knocks. I like the lyrics, but you know, this is not something I'm doing. This is not something I'm living my life around.
Right. Well, remember back in the days when gangster rap was first coming out and they had to have, parental advisory stickers on the thing? It's almost the same thing. But I agree with you. You can listen to music and enjoy it, but not take it so literal. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay for a woman to make her own money. As a matter of fact, women should make their own money because you're gonna have to sustain yourself, and you know what I'm saying? That's important. But don't take it to, oh, I make my own money, so now I don't need nobody. That's taking it a whole different, in a whole different way. But I totally agree with you. Go ahead. You were gonna say something?
Also mastering your energy is exercising.
Yes.
So I've always said that I elevate on a high frequency. How do I do this? I train the 3 major components in a human body: mind, body, soul. So I read, I exercise, I meditate, I master my energy. So with me doing all these things, it allows me to vibrate on a high frequency. So I'm able to now I'm my crown chakra, my pineal gland, my third eye is open. So now I'm able to analytically think, critically think, become psychologically immune. You know what I'm saying? I pick up on bullshit quicker. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to have survival instincts. Like I could tell this motherfucker gonna try to rob me. I could tell this motherfucker's good in my life. I could tell, like I could see these things playing chess. I'm steps ahead.
Yeah.
Doing these things allows me to do this because now my energy is clean. My energy is pure. There's things that's not a blockage. Now spirits can speak through me. Spirits can be
speak
in
to
and
you. Yep.
yes. So I'm gonna be doing these things.
That also, what you just stated, it also trains your mind to know that there's always a silver lining to things, or it's not always what you think it is. It could be something better. You know what I mean? Like just because you lost your job, right? It doesn't mean that now the next one that's gonna come isn't even better than that. You know, and I totally agree with that.
Train your mind on the images that you see, whether it's social media, television, whatever type of media outlet, not to influence you. We mentioned this.
Same thing with the music. Yeah.
Train yourself to be physically and psychologically immune to bullshit. We mentioned this. I'm gonna get to this. So part of mastering your energy is this. When I was in corporation and I was a manager, and there was situations where Okay, it was Valentine's Day. I'll talk about that.
Mm.
I was supposed to be working with 4 employees. 3 of them called out. So I was left with
Wow.
1. And I kind of figured it's Valentine's Day, you want to spend time with your honey, whatever. Now I called someone to come in. It was going to be overtime, an extra day for them, but not overtime for the payroll. Remember, 3 people called out. But they were also a minor, so they couldn't do there's
So,
laws, so they
mhm.
can't do a full 8 hours, and it was a school week, right? So they can't stay past 10. All right. So they did like 3 hours for me, which was appreciated because I was able to fix the store, and I had warehouse that day. So I have all
Oof.
things things that
Going
are
on.
hitting me where like a regular person would just quit, walk out, or maybe call the boss the next day. I'm at it. I'm not doing this
Right.
anymore. Fuck this. So I said to myself, okay, it's Valentine's Day, and you got a lot of these men who don't want to be in the doghouse. They don't want to be sleeping on the couch. So they're coming in. You know what I'm saying? Whether they worked all week or whatever, procrastinators, the last minute people.
Yeah.
So we got lines. So now I'm saying to myself, yo, it's getting late. The store looks like shit, and I got a warehouse that came in. Now I'm prioritizing. I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking, and this is what's helping me not become anxious and mastering my energy and having control of the situation. I said in my mind, clock management. That's one, and number 2, prioritizing. These are the 2 things that I'm concerned with. So I say to myself, what's priority right now? It's not fucking warehouse, because they got mad people in the morning that could take care of this. So
Mm.
just lock up the back and leave the shit back there. The store, getting it clean, that's not priority. What's priority is helping that one girl up there who's fucking working her ass off, and there's a fucking line. Why? 2 reasons. You're as good as your employees. I know that. That's number 1. Number 2, if she's stressed out, it's gonna exude on the customers, because now she might give them attitude or whatever. Oh, hurry up. Da-da-da. That's number 2. Number 3, customers do come first, because without them we don't have business. So if I know so I'm putting my mind in their mind. I know if I'm a motherfucker waiting online for 30 minutes, I'm gonna be tight. I might leave my shit on the floor. Fuck them. I'm not putting it back. Let them do more work. I'm leaving it on the floor because they made me wait, and I'm walking out. Now I'm losing business because everybody's a walking, talking dollar sign. So now I'm saying, okay, I have to go ring. Even though I'm not required to ring, I have to go help her ring, because now I'm gonna take less pressure off of her. Now she sees I'm helping her out, and at the same time, I'm knocking the people down.
And they see it too, the customers.
I'm knocking the people down, and now they're happy because they're getting in and out like a fucking bank job, like fast food.
And your employee, now her anxiety level has gone down because you're right next to her now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now I'm saying to myself, yo, I'm taking care of this before all those other stuff. So the next day, DM comes in, store look like crap. Who closed? I close, talks to me. I'm like, okay, don't worry, I'll be better, because a situation like this won't happen. When he looked at the numbers, he gave me, he didn't give me slack.
Right.
He was just like, okay, I see what it is. And now if the numbers wasn't good in the store and warehouse and everything like that, what the fuck did you do?
It's different.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in that situation, it's like I had to prioritize and I had to think clock management. Now, fucking having the store look great and doing the warehouse, yeah, it would have probably made the DM happy. But the fact is, I would have still lost money.
Yeah, because you don't know how many people would have left.
And yes, not only that, a lot of people, not some of them, a lot of people are really fucking assholes and bitches. They will go on Google and write a review.
Oh yeah, that's true.
One of the things I used to tell my employees when we used to have 5-minute meetings, you're the CEO. And they could Google, but they're lazy. They're not going to do that to find out who the CEO is. You are. So the experience that they have with this company, this store, is going to be you. They're going to remember your name.
It reflects on them.
And when they talk, what they call corporate or whatever it is, or they talk with their friends, they're going to say, that motherfucker, Suhei or whatever, was whatever, that store, I'm never going because of
back,
her.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I used to teach them all of that stuff. So me, this is how I mastered my energy. This is how I took back control. And I handled a negative situation and I turned it into a positive one.
Mm.
In that circumstance, I prioritized and I thought of clock management. I say, yo, we close at 10 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock right now. So no matter how much I try to fix this, these motherfuckers are gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
So there's no point in doing it. So we got 3 hours left. What's the main thing? If I'm checking on the computer to see when are the busiest times, and that time is the busiest, the slowest time is an hour prior to closing, 9, then that's when I'm like, yo, I gotta focus on the customers from 7 to 8. Then 9 o'clock, I could kind of fix the store a little bit.
Right. Do a little something
Because there'll be 1 or 2 people coming in. So this is how I would always plan. You see what I'm saying?
That's a good thing. Now, have you always been like that, a planner like that? Because it's obviously it has helped you with when you were a manager in the corporate environment. But that is not something that comes easily to people.
I was with that company for 10 years.
So you learned
until I left.
You learned as you went. So you weren't always.
I remember in the Naked Images OnlyFans episode 39. I said that when I just got out of college, I was like 22. Yeah. I didn't know a lot of shit. They just threw me in there with little training. So I'm arguing with customers like, whoever told you customers are right are lying. Get the fuck out of here. I would argue with them like that.
Wow.
But when I got older, I learned the customers do pay your salary. Back then, I'd be like, you don't pay my fucking salary. Get the fuck out. That's how I used to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? You gonna call corporate? I don't fucking care. Like, I know the DM. We're cool. Okay. What he gonna say to me? Right. This is how I used to think when I was younger.
Right. But like when
I got older, I was more like, I was more like of servitude. Like, I could be so dominant, but you will see me be of service to a customer. Hi, how you doing? It's a rhetorical question. I don't really care how you doing, but hi, how you doing? I smile, I might wave. You know what I'm saying? Make them feel comfortable because they're spending their money here. Right. So you're more of service. You're more providing service because you're in the business to serve.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So I learned that, by putting ego and pride aside. You see what I'm saying?
That's a big one, and another hard one, putting ego and pride aside.
Yeah. So with me, I've talked about this in BDSM 103, episode 16, season 2, that I'm transformative. So I can be Clark Kent in day, even though I'm born Superman and I'm Superman at night. You see what I'm saying? So I wear different hats, I wear different suits, and I have different energies.
Yeah.
A man could get old and fat and doesn't care as long as his bank account is fat and his accomplishments are unmatched.
Got you.
Women are different.
Yeah.
That's why the older they get, the less they want you to tell them about their age, unless they're receiving compliments from men and women about their age. Oh, you don't even look your age. Blah, blah, blah. You're like fine wine. You get better as you get older. Okay, now I'm going to get into depth. This is why men have to create their value. Women are born with it.
Yeah.
So a man could work, and this is rare. It's very rare. You're going to see a millionaire at 20 years old, 25 and stuff like that, unless they had a trust fund or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But it takes you a long time to get to be a millionaire. It might take a man till he's 52 to make 6 figures or become a millionaire. Now, a woman could become a millionaire because she inherited that from a man. For example, divorce, didn't sign a prenup, divorce. Look at, we're not going to mention it, a celebrity who was a billionaire, gotta pay a woman. You see what I'm saying? She's rich now.
Yeah,
she ain't gotta do no work. Right? You agree?
Oh,
she ain't gotta do no work?
No.
Okay. So that woman could be 25, married a 45-year-old man. 28, married a 46-year-old man.
Yep.
They don't sign a prenup. Whatever it is, they get divorced. She's rich.
Oh, yeah.
Or she's just inherited it because his money is her money. Her money might be her money.
And since he's older, if he dies, all his money goes to her.
Yes. So now she automatically has that. It might be because she's beautiful, she's younger, you know what I'm saying? Her body is tight, think nothing's loose. You see what I'm saying? Like men put
Things loose.
men think like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As they get older and they become wealthy, they don't want women in their age bracket. They want younger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nice body, everything tight. You see what I'm saying? They want that beauty. Now, women, on the other hand, are different. Women, an older woman would date a younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
If he has status, if he has this, if he has that. Now, an older man who's rich, a woman who has status, who looks good, but she's his same age. Let's say he's 53. She's 50. She has status. She has money. She could look decent. Let's say she's beautiful.
Okay.
He knows her age and stuff. It's not gonna attract him. It's not gonna make him want to build with her, whatever.
Just on the age?
This is a rarity that it's gonna happen. 1% of men out there will, but the 99%, he's gonna say she's 50 years old. She makes her own money. She's this. No, I'd rather have the 30-year-old. I'd rather have the 40-year-old.
And do you think it's because the men that think like that think that they can control those other women with money, with the money? No.
Not all of them.
Okay.
Some of them maybe, but these men that have reached the pinnacle of their career in their life, they want to reap the benefits.
Okay.
Now, a man might look at a 50-year-old woman as somebody that been ran through. Let me give you an analogy. Are you going to buy an old, I would, and I would soup it up. But are you going to buy an old beat up car? You rather lease a new one, right?
Probably.
Okay. So if you have the money and you're rich, why are you going to get the old beat up car that has high mileage? This is how a lot of men who are rich look at women
in their age bracket.
In their age bracket. Okay, let's say this. Older rich men look at women in their age bracket who may be beautiful, accomplishments with it. This is how they look at them. Because even though you have that nice car, you know what I'm saying? Let's say Infiniti.
What if it's a classic?
Let's say Infiniti, Acura. I don't like German cars like BMWs and Benz, but in Japanese, Infiniti, Acura, a Nissan GTR, an Acura NSX, right? You have these nice cars, right? Sedans, sports cars, but they got high mileage. All right, these are bad examples because the Japanese cars last for like 300,000 miles. Okay, let's say, okay, these cars suck to me. American Muscle.
Okay.
Now, American Muscle, once they reach 100,000 miles, they start breaking down. Yeah. You're going to have mad problems. Yeah. So let's take an American Muscle, a Mustang, a 98 Mustang.
Okay.
5.0 liter engine, right? 98 Mustang has high mileage. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. Nice paint job, rims. You notice that it got high mileage. You notice that it's a 98 and we're in 2021. You're going to be like, no, because I have money. I can get a new Mustang that has 0 mileage.
That's true.
That's a new year. A new year is young to me. This is how these guys think that are older and they have money.
I have a rebuttal.
Because they're not thinking of building with you. Wow, you got your own money? I don't care. I'm not thinking of building with you. I'm not thinking of being equal. I'm 53 years old. I'm a millionaire. I can get a 30-year-old woman who's in school that's trying to be an RN. I can pay her tuition. I can take care of her.
Yeah. You heard me? I said, ooh, paying the tuition.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so to me, it's like, I don't care because I got it.
Maybe we shouldn't have used the car analogy, because there are men that specifically buy collector cars, or not collector, but those types of cars that are old
and
that look good, right? But
here, just have. Let me explain to you this.
I'm one of those cars.
Let me explain to you this. Those men that buy those cars become babies. Watch.
Yes.
You know what I'm gonna say?
No, but it's true. I know guys that do that with their cars.
Yes, because once you change the transmission, Now it's a baby again because now it goes to like 0 mileage. Once you change the intake, you put like a K and N intake, cold air intake. You put quad exhaust. You put rims. You whatever Lamborghini doors. You change it up. Now it becomes like new again.
Right, but it's still the old body.
But
It's
you
still
can
the
now change
original.
the body different. Let's
Oh,
okay.
I didn't know that.
Let's take an older.
I'm not a car person.
Let's take an older woman. A man is an older man. She gets her body done. So now she let's say your age, 45, right? But let's say her body's just not nice.
Okay.
Your body's nice, but let's say her
Thank
body's
you.
not nice.
Okay.
Right? And let's say he now makes her get work done. So now her body looks like it's 25. She gets
he did work on the old car.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Then it might work.
Got you.
Because remember, men are visual creatures.
Yeah.
You see? So to me, I look at it like men that accomplish everything in their life, that's building their confidence, and they want to reap everything out of it. It's like Tony Montana told us, the world is yours and everything in it. So these men feel like they could conquer whatever in the world, and they want everything nice in it. Whether they want 2 women, 3 women, marry 2 women, I want the best looking chick.
They want that trophy.
Yes.
Got you.
You know, so to them, that's what that is. Women are different. That's why I always say men will date down, women will date up. But sometimes it's harder for an older women because older women that are accomplished and all this other shit, it's very rare they're gonna find accomplished older men that's gonna be with them. So they're prone to get with younger guys. And sometimes these younger guys, they don't think of them as building. They think of them as fun, sex, whatever. You got a plethora of women out there who didn't do investments early, whether they were inebriated, whether they were horny at the time, whether they just wanted to have kids at the time and a family early, but he wasn't ready. Maybe she forced them into it. Now they're left as single mothers. They've had kids early. Now when they get 40, 45, 50 years old, oh, I want to have fun now because my kids are 18. My kids are 20 years old. They're ready to leave the house, the nest. I want to have fun now. And now it's like, that older woman's not gonna find a rich old man.
No, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? That older woman's gonna find a young, strapping young man because that older woman, remember, she wants to have fun.
Yeah, I was about to say
she gets
that.
with the old rich. Let's say she got her own money. She makes 6 figures. She gets with the old rich man, but he travels a lot. She's gonna feel deprived. She's gonna cheat on him. She's gonna say, "I don't want to be in this relationship. I want to get divorced because I want to have fun now. I want to have the best sex of my life. I want to have so I can't do this now. What I gotta do is I gotta get a young, strapping man that I don't mind paying shit for him if he don't got it because." I want to have the best sex.
So it's like the opposite of with the man. The man who's accomplished wants the best. She now wants to have fun and wants somebody that can keep up with her.
Yeah, because I've heard this from an older woman. She told me this because I asked her, why would you not date a man in your age? Right. She said, because I don't want no old wrinkly balls.
Oh my Lord.
I was like, what? You're just assuming here that an older man has old. No,
well,
I want some young dick that's powerful, that got stamina behind it. These old men, their dick don't. She articulated this to me. That's why I'm telling you this. If she had the guts to articulate this to me, imagine the women that don't have the guts.
Yeah, that's true.
They probably think the same way. You see what I'm saying? So if they're thinking, man, I had my kids early, I couldn't have fun, or I was with a controlling man, we were married, we had 1 kid, now we got divorced, and now I could have my fun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna want the best value man, but he gotta be young. He gotta blow my back out, do all this. I got my own money, so he don't gotta finance me.
Right.
I got my own place, so he don't gotta take care of bills. I just want the fun.
Right.
Let's go out all the time. Fuck me right. Give me give me some type of loyalty, honesty. You know what I'm saying? If you got another girl, that's fine, but just be honest with me. That's loyalty to me.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Some older women
do think like that.
Yes. So that's why I'm saying this.
I think older women, if older women do think like that, is because they don't want the headache of it. You know what I mean? Like you said, they're trying to have fun right now. They got out of whatever situation they're in. They want to have fun. So if you have a girl, that's fine. Just keep coming this way.
Yeah.
All right. So do you have final thoughts?
Yeah. So just before my final thoughts, just going back, men gain their confidence from accomplishments. Women gain their confidence from um from men, from
Validation.
validation. Yeah.
Okay. Which
So
doesn't always make it bad.
so to me, for example, let's say um okay, one of my goals before I graduated when I was 18 in high school. One of my goals was to put up 300 pounds. So I was going to the weight room 5 times a week, even in the off season when I wasn't wrestling and playing football. We graduated in June. Once May hit, I hit 300 pounds twice, bench press. So I gained a lot of confidence. I'm giving them examples.
Mm-hmm.
I did 5 books in under a year. I gained confidence. I'm the best author in the world. I always brag about
Yes.
that. But Muhammad Ali said it's not bragging if you could back it up.
That's true.
Now, when I can go to Hollywood and I can stand in front of these people and stuff like that, yes, that's a testament of best author in the world. I went there. I was the only author without a piece of paper in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
There was about 100 other authors there. I was the only one. I can say I'm the best author in the world.
Mm-hmm.
People, you need facts. Those are
right.
Your proof. Now, to me, graduating college accomplishment, confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Having sex with a girl and making her orgasm, young, confidence. Having sex with 2 girls at the same time, confidence. When I was younger. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The different things, different accomplishments build confidence with men. Women having these same accomplishments will not build confidence. You see what I'm saying? They need more. Because I believe
they definitely need more.
Yeah,
but
because men are conquerors and leaders, they need to conquer and they need to accomplish to gain confidence. Women are not conquerors and leaders. They are always getting validation, always following, always this from people and men. So when men are confident, giving you accolades and praise, and women are praising you, that's building their confidence. Another example, a woman goes on social media and she creates a post. I got a degree, I got a fat ass, I give good head, I cook and clean and all that. Where you think most of that stuff is coming from? People.
Other people.
The degree is okay, you accomplished it, but that is not where your confidence is at. Your main confidence is the fact that niggas probably told you, oh, you cook, you wifey material, oh, you clean, oh, you give the best head. Niggas is probably gassing you up for you to be there, because how's a woman gonna know she does that well?
Well, I mean,
no. She's gonna learn from moans. She's gonna learn.
That's what I meant.
She's gonna learn from niggas validating her. Yo, you gave me the best head of my life. You got the best pussy. You see what I'm saying? That's why it gives them the confidence to go on social media and create these stupid memes and say, "Yeah, I got the best pussy, tight, this, that, guess head. I cook clean."
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is where their confidence is created from. Men don't need validation. Let me tell you something. If I create a post and nobody claps for me of an accomplishment, nobody claps for me, nobody comments, nobody likes it, nobody says I'm proud of you or congratulations, it doesn't diminish my self-esteem.
And I know women that they'll take the picture down because they don't have enough likes.
Yes.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Me, I'm different. Real man is different. So for me, it's like the accomplishment itself is just the kicker. I used to say this all the time in the corporation that I was at. I did great merchandising, but I'll buy you lunch. No, I was just happy the fact that I did a great job and my name is on it. That built my confidence. I could do anything now. I could do the whole store. If I want to send me to a store in Brooklyn, I'll take the whole store and do everything.
Yeah.
See, the confidence. See what I'm saying? It's not the fact that I need words of affirmation and stuff like that. That's not a love language of mine. The accomplishment itself, that's the incentive.
Right.
That's the reward.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Real men are like this. So when all my accomplishments is built even more confident. That's why I'm confident to say I'm the best author in the world. I've done multiple genres. Not a lot of authors can do different genres.
That's true.
Not to throw shade. That's confidence.
But it's true. Yeah.
So I don't need people these are building confidence, accomplishments. Most women All of them. They don't build confidence off of accomplishments.
Mm-mm. I agree with that. I do think that their compliments do help with their confidence, but they need more than just that.
So, mastering your energy. First of all, do you have any final thoughts before I go in?
No, and I'm gonna be honest because I thought we were doing a different topic, so I studied the other notes.
All right. Okay. Master your energy. Master your energy, control your energy, dictates the type of energy you want around you or to be associated with. Energy is never stagnant, it is always moving. Whatever energy you put out, it comes back like karma. For every action, there's a reaction. You may be able to dodge it once, but it will come back around until the energy catches up with you. Whatever you choose to do, whether it's good or bad, it's going to come back. It depends what you want. For example, if you want to go on social media and take your clothes off and twerk, do whatever you want to do. The energy that will be received will be thirsty simps and beta males. That's the energy. Now, if you want to put out queen energy, you will attract king energy. You want to put out love, hate, depression, you will attract love, hate, or depression. We dictate our paths, even though sometimes it's something is different that's written in the stars. If you're not authentic, you will receive that as well. Now, there's women out there who may say, I could post those things, put whatever I want to put, create whatever memes, blah, 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 say whatever I want to say, but they don't define me. And I could always block those thirsty dudes. Yeah, you can do that. But what about the men or man you really want, who you meet in person, who doesn't see your social media first? He might ask you one day, hey, you have social media? I have a business, blah, 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 blah. He sees your social media and now he disconnects without a thought in the world. What are you going to do then? You can stop that type of energy for so long, but it's going to catch up. So, this goes back to me saying that, we're all just a bowl of spirits living in flesh, not the other way around. So, my energy is attracting different energies out there. And the thing is, because my energy is so potent, if there's women out there who have demons who they haven't conquered yet, they will fear me. My energy, and they will have lazy analysis like he's intimidating. He's aggressive. He's probably misogynistic. He's toxic masculine, which is an oxymoron. It doesn't exist. Like, you can't be toxic and masculine. Masculine is a real man. That's like Biggie Smalls. It's like a nice asshole. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't. There can be a toxic male, a toxic man, but it cannot be toxic masculine. You see what I'm saying? So the energy that I put out, will intimidate your demons.
Yes.
Because your energy is not pure. Mine is. My energy is potent.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I might get blocked by a woman or women
or man.
A man might try to portray me as negative or bad
to make him look better.
better.
Yeah,
oh, it's being too alpha. No. You need to submit to your woman. You happy wife, happy life. That's how it should be, to make himself look better, because he's brainwashing himself to believe that because he cannot raise the bar. He cannot meet those standards. So he has to discredit you to make him look good. And this is just me throwing hypotheticals.
No, I agree with that.
You see what I'm saying? So to me, it's like women out there that want to put trashy, ratchet, whorish energy out there. They want to twerk, they want to do this, they want to do that. They're not strippers, they're not fitness enthusiasts, they're not whatever that they're taking their clothes off because they want attention, likes, whatever they're doing it for. they're lonely, they don't realize this.
Yeah.
And it now becomes asinine because it's like you don't even realize the type of energy you're putting out there. You're like, oh well, why are these guys in my DM giving me dick pics? Why are they so thirsty and stuff?
Like, don't act surprised.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're doing something that's gonna get that type of attention or comments or something, why are you acting surprised?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is what I'm talking about
Mhm.
when I say, protect your energy and the type of energy you want. Now, mastering your energy is also protecting your energy.
Yes.
So, me, I've said to you in the episode 41, if they cheat, do they still love you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the type of guy that's fucking random chicks.
Right.
Studying them, analyzing them, engaging with them, maybe take them on a date or whatever to absorb their energy and see how they are.
Mhm.
Because my sex can inspire crazy.
Interesting.
Especially if they don't know themselves and they
Right.
don't have emotional intelligence and they can't control shit. My sex can inspire crazy women. So I'm careful. You see what I'm saying? Because sex is an exchange of energy. So I'm
Yes.
protecting my shit. I'm protecting my gift. I'm protecting my energy. So I'm not just gonna
That's why you vet them so much.
So I might meet the chick in the club. We're gonna talk all night. I'm gonna find out if you don't have felonies. I'm that guy. I'm gonna find out if you've never been to a mental institution. I'm that guy. I'm gonna find out, all this shit. Now, it may not happen all
Not
the
like
time.
you will now.
It may not happen the whole night at the club because I might have been there for an hour, 2
Mhm.
hours. I'm not 19 anymore. I'm
Right.
35. I'm not 19 anymore where I could just be at the club for 6 hours now. I don't got that type of energy anymore. You know what I'm saying? The most
Just
I'll be
thinking about going to
the
a club,
most
I'm
I'll be
tired.
in there is like 3. You see what I'm saying? So we might have a 2-hour conversation, hour conversation, whatever. But my thing is, if I know that it can be more, let me get your number.
Mhm.
Now I can pursue you more, take you out on a date, get to know you more. We
Right.
can have an hour conversation, not in the club scene.
Right, right.
So now I'm getting to know her. I always do this.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? And when I was younger, I was always into serious relationships. I never
Yeah.
did that one night stand type of
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting to me.
But I've had one night stands, but they weren't intentional. It was, we had sex, and then shorty couldn't even sustain a conversation. Or the shit was just, nowadays, I'm texting her, it's weird. Okay, I'm not feeling this anymore. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
now it becomes a one night thing.
Oh,
Or
but
just a
it
smack.
never started out that way.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So for me, it's like I'm always vetting. I'm
Mhm.
always, getting to know them because I'm protecting my energy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you don't protect your energy, this is what happens.
Yeah. And you
You
also
know?
have like energy vampires, those people that come around and just have nothing positive to say. Everything is always negative, and that just sucks all your energy out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got to be careful with, like you said, protecting your energy. That means from everybody. Not so you could have people in your own family
Mhm.
that just suck the energy out of you. You could have friends that suck the energy out of you.
Mhm.
You have to, even though that's still your family, you have to be in their lives still.
Yeah.
You have to always make time to be like, you know what, I'll be right back. Remove yourself from that situation, whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Ground yourself and then go back.
Yeah. And I'm gonna talk about this in another episode, but this is why we are in the situation we are in this modern day era with men and women.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's not enough mastering your energy, there's not enough knowing your energy, there's not enough knowing yourself,
Yeah.
there's not enough protecting your energy. That's why kids are raising kids.
Yeah.
Social media is raising kids. There's not father figures around. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in another episode.
All right.
Or you were gonna say something?
No,
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, like, like the shift that happened, with like last summer, and with the Black Lives Movement matter, and all that stuff. Like I felt a change coming, I felt a shift coming, and I was excited, nervous but excited at the same time. Then it happened, and now everybody was wanted to be more aware of things, wanted to be more, and it kind of feels like it turned into something ugly now. You know what I mean? Like everything now is just so, it's we have this group and we have this group, and then it's just so chaotic that I feel like another shift is coming, hopefully, that will balance it all out now, because it went from one extreme to another, I feel.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
world's energy is off. Like the world's energy is
Yeah.
completely off.
Yeah, it's a complete imbalance, and people don't know. People don't know what to do. They
Yeah.
don't know how to get back into it.
Yeah.
They're-
Especially with the year that we had with the pandemic, everybody had to stay home. You know, people were lost. Like they were lost mentally, they were lost energetically, spiritually. People went into more of depression if they had it. If they didn't have it, now they have it. Now that everything's starting to get back to normal, like this is where that grounding of your own energy comes in. Like you're gonna be, people are starting to come out, you know, going out to eat and all this stuff. You have all of this energy now flourishing, that's they're all trying to find their own place, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, you were tuned into the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
Peace.